football. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, George Kambosos Jr. Interesting news coming out of Australia from his way, because it looks like we're gonna have an interesting fight from the former champion. You know, we know that George, he's coming off what is it, like a 5-fight run, which features the likes of Lee Selby, Mickey Bay, Teofimo Lopez, and then 2 fights against Devin Haney. So George has consistently been testing himself against, top competition. And he's a guy that's not ducking and avoiding no smoke. We know that for damn sure, right? So George Kambosos Jr., he's on the comeback trail, trying to rebuild his career after the Devin Haney losses, 2 losses. And it's been reported that he's gonna fight the IBO champion, not the other belts, but the IBO champion, the champion they don't talk about. The real world champion, Maxi Hughes. Yes, that Maxi Hughes, the light punching Maxi Hughes, a southpaw out there in the UK. It looks like they're looking to fight very soon. They're saying that this fight will likely happen in May or June, and I think it's a good fight because I've always joked around because when Devin Haney became undisputed, I used to always joke around and say that, he ain't undisputed. Maxi Hughes versus Devin Haney is the real undisputed fight because, he has the IBO title, but, they don't really recognize the IBO title to become undisputed in boxing, right? So, I guess if you want to be technical, this is a chance for George Kambosos Jr. to become a 2-time world champion. And I guarantee you, Australian television and anybody who's carrying this fight, they're going to market it as such. It's George Kambosos' chance to become a two-time champion. But Maxi Hughes is a good fighter. I like Maxi Hughes. He's a fighter that domestically in the UK, he was at a certain level for a long time. Never really progressed past the being a mid-level British fighter. Because if you go back and you just look at the career of Maxi Hughes and look at some of the guys that he was fighting and that he was, having competitive fights with and losing to, guys like, Martin Ward and Scott Cardle, and he literally lost a fight for a Central Area title to Scott Cardle, whatever his name is, 10-0 back in 2013, 10 years ago, right? But like anything in life, if you stick with anything long enough, you'll get better. Maxi Hughes' story, to me, is a story of perseverance and dedicating himself to his craft and whatnot. And since his loss to Liam Walsh in 2019, he's literally won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's on a 7-fight winning streak, and he's beating fighters like some solid fighters, guys like Jonah Carroll. And Jonah Carroll gave Tevin Farmer hell when he challenged for the world title. Jonah Carroll, he upset him. That was really the fight that put him on the map. Was at least to me, was Jonah Carroll back in 2020. The fight against Kid Galahad, he outboxed Kid Galahad and whatnot. So, he's been out here beating some good fighters, and this is a great step up in class for him to fight George Kambosos Jr., who I think is a winnable fight for him. George is a fighter that likes to explode and have a war, and sometimes he has a habit of putting a lot of the weight on his front foot. So this makes him it can make him susceptible to get countered. And Hughes is a very well-schooled southpaw boxer. The only problem for him is he's not a big puncher. He has no pop. He's got 5 knockouts in damn near 30-something fights. So that's probably going to be his only issue. But other than that, I can see a path to victory. I can see a clear path to victory where Maxi Hughes could outbox George Kambosos Jr. And if he does that, that's going to make his resume go up tenfold. And I think, it would be to a point where he could really, quite literally, put himself in line for a big fight. And maybe he winds up fighting a Devin Haney or a Teofimo Lopez, We just don't know. But Maxi Hughes, the fact that he's even gotten this far, to where he's going to be fighting George Kambosos Jr. potentially in Australia, he's an overachieving fighter, and I respect guys like him because you don't got to question a guy like Maxi Hughes if he's putting in the work, if he's putting his best foot forward. He's gotten everything out of his boxing career that he possibly could have gotten. So it's a nicely matched fight, and it's the kind of fight for Kambosos that where he's going to go in as a clear favorite. He's going to have some advantages, but it's a fight where if he's not careful, if he's really just not there anymore, he'll lose. He'll absolutely lose this fight. So looking very forward to it. I like George Kambosos Jr. a lot. I have had a chance to meet him on a couple of occasions. I liked him a lot, you know, when I met him that week when he was in Vegas, and, you know, he was on top of the world. And now it's crazy. You know, maybe 18 months ago, George Kambosos Jr. was on top of the world. He was one of the biggest names in boxing, and now he's fighting the IBO champion, trying to rebuild his career. So it's such is life. It's peaks and valleys, ups and downs. But either way, I respect George, because George has never ducked no smoke, and he's always been willing to face the best. And I got a lot of time and respect for the guy. So you know, when this fight get announced, I'll be very excited for it. So yeah, George Kambosos Jr., Maxi Hughes, for the IBO lightweight title. Make of that what you will. Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just giving Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.
Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.